Hey there, and welcome back to my desk. So, I probably don't have to tell you guys that I am a bit of a 3DS fan, so I figured I would make this video for the occasion of me doing what is possibly the last 3DS unboxing that I'll ever do in a long while. You guys know about Captain Toad? Yeah, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker released in 2018. Well, it originally released in 2014, I believe, but for the Wii U, but this is the 3DS port. And yeah, this is still new. This is still sealed, and we are going to be unsealing it in this video. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to maybe see how much this would increase. This would probably increase in value as 3DS nostalgia goes up. But then again, the Switch port also exists, which I do have over here. So now I have both of the Captain Toad ports, and they're both American, which is great. But yeah, Captain Toad 3DS. Not a lot of people talk about this port, even though theoretically it is the one like when the team at Nintendo were planning to remake this game or port it, they were planning to just do it for the 3DS first because of the 3D effect and all that. And then later on, the Switch came out, and they said, let's put it on the Switch as well. So that one became the popular version, and this one just kind of got forgotten, which is a shame because it is actually one of the more like technically impressive Wii U to 3DS ports out of like the four of them. Yeah, like the closest I can think of is probably Hyrule Warriors in terms of like a technical level. But even that one like stutters like heck when it's trying to run on the original hardware. You need a new 3DS to actually get it to run stably. Well, this one actually just runs normally. It's Captain Toad on the 3DS with courses based on Mario Odyssey. Oh my god, Mario Odyssey on 3DS! So yeah, with this being a version of a game that not a lot of people talk about, I figured we could just do this calm little unboxing as like a late 3DS release that I will probably never get to unbox a new one ever again unless I go out of my way to buy a new game or something, which I actually just gave up and got this sealed because I couldn't find a used copy. For some reason, late era 3DS releases are very hard to come by. But yeah, we'll just get started. So like every other late era 3DS release, the spine here has this like red Nintendo logo, which kind of clashes with the earlier 3DS boxes, but if you compare it to the Switch version, it's kind of consistent, I guess. I do like how the 3DS box still has the little icon on it though, and the back of the box is mostly the same. The Switch version focuses on the local co-op, which obviously the 3DS version doesn't have, but on the 3DS version here it just says 3D supported. It's in 3D, guys, I swear. This is probably one of the last 3DS releases where they actually did hammer into 3D. Because obviously, out of all the Wii U ports to 3DS, Mario Maker did not have the 3D. And then there's Hyrule Warriors, which actually needed a new 3DS to have 3D, and it runs terribly on the original system, which goes to show how well Captain Toad runs. And Yoshi's, I guess actually the Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World also has pretty decent 3D, I believe. But other than that, like a lot of like late era 3DS releases, aside from actually no, a lot of them did focus on 3D. Okay, cut that last sentence. Actually, there are only like a few of them that did not have 3D, like Kirby's Epic Yarn. Luigi's Mansion also did bank on the 3D. So yeah, I stand corrected. But yeah, Captain Toad 3DS has definitely held its value like decently. I'm guessing games like WarioWare Go, which are more like original releases, will probably be more valuable later down the line. But here we go. We're just gonna open it up. I cannot open this for the life of me, dear Lord. Yeah. That plastic noise never gets old. And there we go. Now it's naked. Oops, forgot this little piece there. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna open this up, and man. Honestly, yeah, I know like 3DS releases have generally had this like thing for a while now where they just put this in as like viewing the game manual. Just read the electronic manual or something. But yeah, I do miss like the first few years of the 3DS's life when they actually did have physical booklets, or even just like the small foldable unfolding leaflets in the manual that in the box that actually tells you how to play the game. But funny enough, the Switch version actually, yeah, So if you compare the Switch version, it still actually has the control guide on here on the back of the cover, which I guess is still neat. I mean, it's better than nothing, but you know, it'd be cool to have a similar like leaflet thing on the 3DS version. But yeah, the cartridges are very similar. There's nothing too remarkable. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This is a brand new cartridge. Product code BZPE. Now, I have already completed Captain Toad on the Switch, including the DLC, which I now just remembered that the 3DS version does not actually get access to. So, oops, sucks for the people who bought this version. But anyway, I figured since I already did that, I have a complete save for this version also lying around. So I figured we could just import the complete save file using a hacked 3DS, and then we can play it on somewhere else. But we'll put this on my new 3DS. There we go. Play the funny soundbite. There we go. There he said the funny thing. And we're going to be using Checkpoint to hopefully import a completed save file in there. There we go. Restore selected save, and this should hopefully work. So I figured, I mean, I could play this on the new 3DS, but you know, just to show like how well optimized for 3DS this game is, I figured I would play this game on the OG. That's right, we are doing this. We're going to be playing this on my original 3DS from 2011. Let's see if it actually reads the cartridge, or if it's because it's getting old and it needs a few more tries to read it properly. There we go. Captain Toad running on a 2011 3DS. Just open it. Oh. Oh, I do think it actually has to reboot. The 3D like turned off there for a second. So I believe it has to reboot into like the resource intensive mode that it uses for like Smash Brothers. There it is. Oh, did I not import the save in? Oh. Okay, this is the beginning of the game. Oh, well, it's running. Look at him. Look at the bop. Look, hear that bit crushed audio. This wasn't my plan though. I was gonna like, well, you know what? Screw it. Let's just play for the intro because why not? It's fitting. But yeah, someone argued that Captain Toad on the 3DS actually does control a lot better than the Switch port, because the Switch port you need the cursor unless you're playing in handheld mode. But 3D also works. You can't see on the camera. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh, sure, that was that shining sound. Oh, it's reacting to my microphone. That's why. But yeah, that was kind of like a piercing, like glimmering sound for the star there. I just love how like goofy and bit crushed Toad and Toadette are in this version. It's a great aesthetic. Also, like, perfectly is what I would come in mind when I think of like a demake of a Wii U game, because you know the 3DS basically has the power on par with like a GameCube, maybe like slightly below it or above it. So it is like, oh, what if Captain Toad was on like that kind of power level? And yeah, they made it happen, which is actually kind of amazing. Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker. I believe I believe I couldn't write my save file to it because I haven't played this game yet. I didn't launch it before. So I'm guessing now it should work. I need to make a save file, so now it should be working. Game. There we go. So yeah, let me go ahead and put my complete save file in there and see if it works. There we go. That's a complete save file, because I figured since we're playing this on like a 2011 launch 3DS and all, why not screw with its mind by playing a level from Super Mario Odyssey? That's right. We are going to be playing the Sand Kingdom level from a 2017 free Mario platform on different... God, this is just unreal. But yeah, you can, you know, move the platforms using a... This actually is a weird angle for me to be playing this at, because I can barely see the screen because of the glare. But I will try my best. hold this turnip. I'm gonna hold this turnip. And then I'm gonna. Actually, I did realize. Oh, I fell. I fell. Whoops. I got distracted. But yeah, I forgot to mention that like this game just wants to have both the 3D and the touchscreen controls. That it just like mirrors the same thing across both screens. Which I mean, it works. It just looks kind of funny. Like, I mean, if that's the way you want to do it, I figured you could make the bottom screen just like silhouettes, like Nintendox does. But sure, just render the same thing across both screens. Why don't you? I mean, it's just goofy looking, and now we've raised the pyramid. I'm gonna fall down. Oh, get in there. Oh, falling down there. Then you want to make my way across here. You gotta break this rock. There we go, and get the moon. Ta-da! And that is Captain Toad on 3DS. Honestly, I just got this as a novelty because Captain Toad is a good game, but like, it is just kind of cool to get this running on the 3DS. I very much wish that they kept the 3D World levels because that would mean we would get Super Bell Hill on the 3DS, which would be amazing. But alas, Mario Odyssey is fine too. Also, it just says Super Mario Odyssey in here instead of like Super Mario Odyssey Kingdoms like it says on the Switch version. So, no way, Mario Odyssey on the 3DS. Okay, but yeah, that that will be it for Captain Toad on the 3DS. Let me get the thing back on screen. Oh, that is big. I forgot how look how tiny the original 3DS is compared. There's no room for both of them on the screen. But yeah, hopefully you just enjoyed this casual little unboxing. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about Captain Toad. If you want my review of the game, then game's good. If you haven't played it yet, go play it. It's like super cheap. It's like $40. They didn't price this at $60. Thank God. But yeah, it's just a cute little mini adventure starring Toad. And just the fact that it's on 3DS, very cool. Also, yeah, it reminded me that, yeah, it has this like demo room with like the funny 3D illusion, which very much reminds me of 3D Land, which just had a similar demo room. So now this room is back where it belongs on 3DS. Look at that cool little optical illusion. And then Toad just wearing his little crown. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little casual unboxing. And I will just see you guys next time on here whenever I have another interesting topic. So stay safe and take care.